No, yeah, it was storage. Yeah, it was that. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, basically, I got from that was like that guy's pretty good. It sounds like he cares about this coin. So if I buy into it, maybe it'll eventually be. It doesn't sound like he's trying to dump it anytime. He sounds like a real dude. That's what I got from that.
This dude that I was watching the YouTube videos on about day trading, he was like real into Steam it, and that was a while back, and it's gone up a bunch since he was in it. It's like a website where you like put video. Have you seen it? Like they have this
Yeah.
website. I signed up for it to try to get in on base grifters, and we put some more videos on there, and they can fucking make money. The more likes you get, the more money you get.
Oh, so you
Pretty
put
cool.
base grifters on Steam it?
Well, I'm trying to. It's like it's real new, so like they have to
Oh, dude, yeah,
invite you,
yeah.
kind of.
Steam it's like it's like a platform. You post you like it's like a yeah, you like write articles. Quote. That's what I was reading. Like you put up content, and if people like your content, then you get
Yep, yep,
paid, and
yep.
that's the incentive.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about how much that makes sense for y'all's podcast.
yeah. Is Christian still here?
Uh,
I'm chilling. Yeah.
Here-
What is that?
I don't exactly know. I haven't looked into it too much, but it's like you post stuff on here, like videos or blogs or articles or whatever, and if people find it interesting, they like it, and the more likes you get, the more coin you get. I'm not sure, and then it equals real money.
and you also get like status. Like, they'll pay you the more status.
And
you
then it
get,
equals
the more
real
they-
money?
it's worth.
Yeah.
Well, you-
Okay, so like the
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you trade it for real money.
Okay. Word. I mean, shit. I mean, might as well. It wouldn't hurt.
Because I think that if you just want to use it, I think you like need some of that coin to read and stuff. Like it's like the currency of the platform. Like if you want to use the platform, you need that currency, and so then you get paid in that currency. But people who are reading your stuff also use that currency to, to pay you.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, worth trying that shit. Fuck it, right?
I don't know. So this is the kind of stuff that I wanted to get into if we were during the serious bullshit part of the podcast. If we mix it up and do the swap cast.
Let's just do a smash cast. Is what we'll call this. A smash
cast.
smash cast. And then this is what we'll do here is we'll seriously bullshit for a little bit, and then we'll just make a couple calls later.
Yeah, like I told Christian earlier, I'm only going to be here for about an hour. I'm gonna head out.
no, you're good.
So, what you wow, what was that, dude? You unloading a truck?
No, there's a recycling bin over there.
So what were your what were you talking about? You wanted to get into this in particular, or what?
Yeah, I was hoping to talk some coins. When you told me Mike was going to be here, I was like, I need to, Mike and I, we've been texting and shit, but we haven't like sat down, had a real talk about coins and where we sit today.
Go ahead, my friends. Make it
Hey,
easy
what's
on
up
me.
with these ant miners? Are they worth it? They're so small.
So here's
Have you seen those?
Yep. So that's what they call the ASICs, right? It's specifically built to mine Bitcoin, and they run it
So
like
it's not
some.
like a video cards, right? It's like something made
It's
for.
beyond that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
hardware specifically developed
Right.
for that. So it's
Right,
beyond graphics card. And I learned about this. There's a guy who's got a good series about how to run efficiently. He sort of teach you he teaches you a lot of the economics about mining in general. He runs a thing called Block Ops, and he's in Alpharetta, Georgia. He's got a couple. If you watch his YouTube channel, he shows you around. He's got like a small industrial one. He's got this really large industrial one. He's got all these ant miners, and he's set up this really cool
So he's like testing to see which one's more efficient. And he's showing you like reviews and stuff, or what?
No, it's I guess I mixed it up a little. So he's a miner. Like he mines this shit full. Like that's his job.
But like, why does he have different rigs? Why didn't he have just the most efficient one? Because he's
Oh,
testing
so
them.
he's got different. Like some of them, like he's got different operations. Like he mines Litecoin, he mines Zcash, he mines Ethereum. He also mines Bitcoin. He mines.
Okay, so he's got different rigs for different mining
and
operations.
in different locations, they're doing different things.
Locations of the world. What are you saying?
No, in like around Alpharetta, Georgia, he owns different facilities where he mines different things, and like one of them.
Why does it need
He's
to
got
be
a-
in different facilities? What's the advantage of that?
He just has that many
You know-
things inside of a building. Like he needs a whole building for all his computers, or what?
If you look at it, there's definitely enough room in his large mining operation to put all the other ones, and he didn't explain why he had multiple.
The only reason I would think you would have them in multiple locations is because power cost different in different locations. But if it's all in the same area, it should be all the same, right?
I wonder if you like get like fined if you just go over a certain amount of electricity like per month. Thanks, Mike.
It's actually the opposite.
Dude,
If you use more electricity,
Yeah.
if you hit a certain threshold, you pay less. Like, so he was saying, if he uses up to a certain amount, he pays 9 cents per kilowatt hour. But as soon as he hits, I don't remember what the number was, this many watts, he jumps down to 0.035 cents per kilowatt hour. So he wants to be using as much electricity as possible.
Yeah, so I don't understand why we just have one facility then.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, maybe it's in the comments. I just didn't read the comments. I didn't really question that. I was like, I don't know, this guy. That's what he does. He's just showing me different.
You should show me all these videos so I can just rip them apart with unfettered skepticism.
He probably makes more on his YouTube videos explaining this shit than he does mining.
I doubt, dude. If you see these facilities, they're
really?
legit. But anyways, your question was about the
Do you think he has?
If he's got facilities.
Do you think he has people investing in him to do this, or do you think he's doing it all through his own investments?
No, so he talks about that a little. He doesn't have a board over him, and he sort of mentions like how it gets difficult if, you know, the coin market, you really can't control the market. All you can do is mine, and if it's not going good, then, you know, these people ahead of you who want their money back, and they're pushing you to do things that you don't want to do. And he's not in that situation. He said, he talks about his background a little, says he did IT, sold his IT business off, and started doing this full time. And
that's cool.
He teaches you a lot of the just the economics of scale and getting people off your payroll, and how you just use you know, basically hired hands. Like, you don't want anyone on the payroll, all that sort of stuff. But he's got a bunch of the amp miners, and he explains how like every 4 years the integrated or the developed technology, these amp miners, they come out with a new version every 4 years or so. And so then he refers to every one of these 4 years as an entry point. He's like, that's a point where if you had enough cash to just dump into this, then you can get into it. And he goes through the whole,
because when they first come out, that's when they're gonna be efficient for the longest time.
For the longest time, everyone's having to upgrade right now. Everyone needs new software, because if you're running on the old stuff, then you're not mining. So
did you get in at a good point? Did you get in at a good time?
On Ethereum, I got in basically right before you can't even do it anymore. So I don't
really?
do Bitcoin. You can't do it anymore because the graphics cards are completely sold out, unless you want to buy it from a scalper for $400. So I could make my money back right now by selling off all my GPUs, but I wouldn't do that because when I got interested in this, Ethereum was worth $78. When I mined my first Ethereum, it was $260. Today it's worth $360.
Yeah,
it just keeps going up in value.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
I'm thinking one of these Ethereum is probably going to be worth the whole amount I put in my rig.
It's still hard for me to wrap my head around why they are worth more. Why their price increases.
The reason Ethereum is going up so much is because a lot of it is because people believe in it. But what it did separate from
what?
Well, I'm going to explain.
Okay, so, please. Yes, I said the way you just like said that and then moved on. It's like, whoa.
No, I'm going to explain why people believe in it. So what Ethereum does that Bitcoin didn't is it built a structure that other people could build apps on. So this may not be the best analogy, but think of it as it's the operating system, and then you can run different programs on it using this operating system. So Ethereum is like it's the base. Oh, and actually the founder makes that analogy to ether, which is something during the 1920s when scientists were studying waves. They were like, water waves, mechanical waves need a medium to move through. It could be water or air. Like, what is it that light is moving through? And they made up this thing called ether, and it turned out to not exist, but he liked the idea of ether. So Ethereum is that matter through which all crypto-based apps can run on.
Yeah.
So it's a platform, and it's useful.
What's an example of a crypto-based app? What does that mean?
So it's a distributed. The whole thing is about being secure and about being distributed. So it's distributed apps. Like, I'm running this Ethereum thing, and people could be sending any sort of jobs. Maybe I'm just mining an Ethereum ledger. I'm just mining transactions, but maybe someone needs to run. I think that's all I do on the Ethereum network. But let's say they built a different coin. I don't actually. I mine this Expanse stuff, and I looked into it once, but I don't really remember what it did. And I could make something up. Like, let's say my favorite is the social media one. It was just kind of what you guys were talking about with I think the Stellar coin. And the reason that's cool is because I heard a guy in a recent podcast refer to it as think about Erdogan, who recently was, there was a military coup against him. And so what he did as the person who controlled the servers in his communities, he shut down Facebook and he shut down all the people's ability to communicate with what was going on. And so when you have these distributed platforms, they can't. There's not just one node. There's not one person with the keys who can shut down all communication.
Yeah. That's what they were talking about, that Future Thinkers podcast, where
was
people
that where
were
I
shutting
heard
down
it?
the. Yeah, that was on that one too.
Yeah, that was a really good point, and I really liked that point.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's cool, because these governments do that a lot. Like something will start, people will start uproaring against the government or whatever, and then they'll like shut down Twitter, shut down Facebook, or just block like certain pages or whatever, where people can't access the news.
Right,
which is pretty fucked up. But
another thing is
blockchain could do that. That's sick, dude. If that's like fucking world changing shit right there, dude.
Exactly.
Like all the shit they were talking about is crazy.
And that's why people believe in it, and that's why it's going up in values. Ideas like that, this whole distributed,
but I
no one's in control.
So what is it? More people that pay into it, the more it's valued. Is that what it is? Because there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin, so the more people buy into Bitcoins, the more they're worth.
Well, it's just the more people think that they're worth is the more that they're worth. It's like painting or something. Like if you convince someone that this painting is worth $2,500, and
but I'm saying they're not like, okay, I'm going to give you $2,500 for a Bitcoin. They're just like, okay, Bitcoins are $2,500.
No, basically, no. It's like I'm willing to pay $2,500 for this Bitcoin, so you get $2,500 now. And then if somebody else is willing to pay $300,000, then you get $300,000. And it's like it keeps going up because it's like, well, I'm willing to pay $25,200 for it, and the next guy's like, I'm willing to pay $25,500 because there's only a certain amount you can get. So then as there's less and less, as there's less and less, it goes more and more.
Somebody else is selling it at that.
Right. At every price, there's a buyer, like willingness and able to pay. So like if you're willing to sell and there's another guy who's willing and able to pay that much, then that's how much it's worth.
Yeah.
But with Ethereum, like what gives it value is not only that people are trading this, like Bitcoin is just a currency, and what Ethereum has changed, it's a whole platform to build cryptocurrency apps or crypto apps. And so to run on these apps, you need Ether or you need Ethereum. And so this is like, let's say you wanted to run your app on that, you kind of have to buy into it. You need to pay into it, but then so it sets up a marketplace where people are using this currency to run these distributed apps.
Dude, it's literally like what they do with video games now, with pay-to-win games. It's very similar, it seems like, where they create their own currency within the game, and then literally like a lot of these games have it to where people can buy and sell and trade things, and the shit goes up sometimes and it goes back down, and it's just however much that people are willing to pay for that shit in game, or how easy it is to get in the game. Whoever's willing to put the time in, they can charge more money for it.
Have you seen
I think
Cannabis
it's exactly
Coin?
like that. No, I've seen Potcoin. I thought about buying into Potcoin a couple times.
Potcoin?
Cannabis Coin looked like it had a good increase.
Did it?
That?
Yeah.
In a week, yeah.
Hash coins, Ricky?
It's like you can use this currency at dispensaries or something.
Right.
I was looking on. I don't know if you want to discuss some things like this on the podcast, but I'll go ahead. Have you looked in? I haven't done it yet. I'm looking into the on the tour, just looking at different marketplaces, like where this currency is being spent currently. Like
no, I haven't looked into that. I don't have a Tor browser, but
yeah, I downloaded the Tor browser and was like checking it out the other day.
What is that?
There's this
but
one.
you guys got to explain the things you're talking about, because most people
the
don't
Tor
know.
Tor browser allows you to access websites that are stored on the Tor network. It's like a sub network within the internet. The U.S. Navy came up with this network, and it now runs like ATMs, all your bank transfers, like all the like secure shit goes down on that network.
Okay.
And with the Onion browser through the Tor network, you can connect to the Tor network. It changes your IP every time you log on once you're connected to the Tor network. So it makes it more tricky for someone to trace where you're at, but it can be done. But the way you get away with buying or selling illegal things on the internet is you have the cryptocurrency that can't be traced back to you because of the blockchain, and then you encrypt your messages. Then when you send your name and address to receive illegal substances.
So you're buying drugs off there? I mean, what? We can't talk about that?
Yeah, everything.
Why can't we talk about that?
Well, on the ones I looked at, you're just mainly drugs and fucking porn and fucking just.
Wait, porn?
I mean, I can go to it right now.
Who's using a Who's using
porn?
Who's using a cryptocurrency? Who's going through that much trouble to buy porn?
Here, I'll tell you.
It's like, dog, they sell that shit at the
that,
store, homie. That is right down the block.
It's people. Well,
And that guy is dying for somebody to buy a tape.
You can buy like a whole subscription to like some website for a reduced price, or just like download all the videos from one website. Yeah, for
On the low?
cheaper than what it would be.
What a scummy
as soon as
person.
you go to this website, it's just like porn. Right? It's the top sold things that day, and it's like porn right there at the beginning. But I just look at like different, like what it would be like to buy an eighth on there, and I mean here it's like $60, and if I want to get some good, and then on tour it looked like I find some pretty decent shit for around like 45, 50, but then you gotta factor in transferring your money to Bitcoin. You gotta look at how you gotta do that. You're either gonna buy it through some vendor online by buying like a green dot card or something, and then encrypt the message to your green dot card to them, and then they send you a portion of that real money in Bitcoin, and then you can use that Bitcoin to buy the goods. But
it's just the currency of creepy white dudes.
You can also just buy Bitcoin, and then there's a process in which you can transfer it a bunch of times. Like it's like basically like money laundering. I don't really understand.
It sounds a lot like money laundering.
When I was doing it like a few years ago, you go on there, and I had a blockchain wallet, and you went in there, and it was like some other like Tor-based website. What it was called, like Bitcoin laundry or something like that, and it would just like fucking wash your money. It would like transfer it like I don't know how many times to where like it would be really hard to trace, but it's probably still traceable. It just takes time or some shit. But
what makes it hard is if you want to pull it out. That's when you get caught. It's like if you want to convert it back to USD, then you're right.
That's what I would always think of. Like these people selling drugs on the internet, like. What? How? Yeah. How are they converting it back up to
because they just use the rest to buy all the children they fuck.
Probably, dude.
That's just expensive. You need a lot of Bitcoin. I literally use my weed selling habit to support my child fucking habits.
You could cash your weed in for Bitcoin illegally, sell your weed over the internet, and collect Bitcoin, then use that Bitcoin to buy something else that's worth money, and then sell that since you're already doing illegal shit.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, you can launder it for goods. I see. And then once you get the goods, then you get that for USD.
But I wonder how they would do that, because these people had money in that shit, dude. Like, looking at their sales and shit when I used to be on Silk Road, I was just like, dude, they're making... And to think now, if they were some of them that, like, just held on to a couple thousand Bitcoins in some account, stashed away. Dude,
now that's the most valuable thing they have. It's just the fact that they were dealing in Bitcoin. It's like, oh shit, we were doing illegal shit, and now I'm rich.
Now I'm rich as fuck. Like, wait, what? I bet you could real easy move to another country and then just cash all that money out in that country.
So wait, is it illegal? Right. Is it illegal to have cryptocurrency?
No.
Oh.
And that.
What's the illegal part? It's just trading for drugs, basically.
It's if you're doing illegal shit.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
so everything about Bitcoin, everything else, this is all totally...
It's perfectly legal. Yeah,
okay, cool.
It's all perfectly legal.
For now, is that like something that they're going to be trying to litigate against eventually?
Isn't that what they were saying, Sterling? It can't be taxed. Like, you can just fucking take it out your money?
No, it gets taxed.
It gets taxed.
They just updated the tax last year. They put out some guidelines, and basically it's treated as a the words escape me. It's an asset, capital gains tax. So they you basically whatever you have to keep like a book if you want to like actually make money doing this. So at the end of this tax year, I'm gonna have to say when I mined this Ethereum how much it was worth, and anything that it's gained since the time that I've mined it, I now have to add that to my total income and get taxed on that.
Oh, great. That's where we're going to bump you up a tax bracket. Just enough to bump you.
If it keeps going up.
Yeah.
But
damn.
Yeah.
What's the tax? Like, it's not like on lottery tax, right? It's not that much, is it?
No, it'll be the same, right? It just goes to like whatever your gross.
Oh, it's the same as okay.
It'd
as
be
if
just
you were to earn that money at a job.
Exactly, and then you just add that cool. to it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I've been putting some money into it too, and I mean, so far I've made a shit ton of money because it's been nothing but
is that
gangbusters.
deductible if you put money in and lose money? Is it deductible?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, word.
It's deductible. So
Nice.
capital gains, capital losses. So if you lose money, you can deduct it, and I can also deduct the amount of money that I put to make my miner. So
how are they to prove you actually lost that money gambling or something?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that the thing? If you gamble
I was
money,
wondering
can
about
you
that.
put that? Dude, because
think
I knew
about-
a guy that I work with. He literally was like, dude, he was like, every year I do my taxes, I write down that I gave the max amount to donations at like Goodwill or whatever. He's like, they don't know, dude. They don't know. I'm the lowest tax
that's a
bracket. They're not
bad
gonna come after
idea.
me. Dude, that's
Yeah,
what I said.
If he
I was
gets
like,
audited,
dude,
they
saying,
will know.
Dude, he was like, I make $12,000 every tax year. I'm like, dude, what? I was like, dude, get the fuck out
What?
of here. Yeah, dude, he was saying he writes down like max. I'm like, the max amount? You don't even change it from like a little? No, dude, the max. How they gonna tell? Okay, dude.
How are they gonna tell, bro? How are they gonna tell?
That is going to
All right,
jail.
bro.
They don't know.
That is going to jail.
That dude is fucking up. Yeah, that dude is
You get
fucking up.
Yeah.
You go to jail.
I don't know. Maybe he fucking made some shit up. I don't fucking know, dude.
He could have just
No,
been
if you
making
get
it all
audited,
up.
You go to jail.
Oh, yeah, I
Taxes
know for
serious.
sure.
That dude,
For sure,
that dude
yeah.
is fucking up. You don't want to fuck around your taxes. That's why I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no, right.
put
Think
my
of it a
gains.
year. If he keeps doing that, they're gonna look at like his taxes like for the past 10 years. It's gonna be like $100,000. They're gonna be like, all right,
What,
dude, you work
dude?
at a fucking burger joint. What the fuck?
What is going on here, sir?
I don't know.
You've
He
got
also
some
was like
splaining.
retired military, so that had something to do with it. But $12,000, what? You're making, like,
$12,000. What the
Yeah, I
fuck,
called.
dude?
Yeah, that's a
I know, right?
bad idea. I called my
Be right
I called
back.
my dad today and I decided I was going to explain to him this whole cryptocurrency thing I was doing, and he was like,
Yeah?
sounds like a Ponzi scheme."
He was like, "You're how deep?"
Because you basically I can't explain it. Like we're
It's
sitting here
hard
like,
to explain. Yeah.
conversating, trying to explain it, and he's like, "You can't explain it, and it's worth a lot of money right now." Okay, probably. He was like, "You might want to get out soon."
Your dad's coming in from the same crabby ass angle I am. I know, whatever. He's not believing. We're not believers, but I am now like I'm rooting for you guys. I really am.
Yeah.
I want
It
this
would
shit to
be
work.
dope. Yeah, it would be dope.
Well, like we said, Mike's thinking about putting it base Grifters on the Stellar, and then maybe you guys start getting some Stellar coin through that.
That'd be cool. How do we do that?
I bet
Mike?
there's more. I already. It's like in the.
We should
early
go and we should
stages,
look
so I
into
already
it and get
signed
really
up,
deep
but they're
into,
gonna
like-
invite me.
We should go into it and get really deep into that and try to get our content on any kind of Bitcoin style content websites to be like the first people to get in on it. Like get in on it early
Yeah.
while it's hot.
Dog.
You know what
Dude,
I'm
that's
saying?
super smart. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty smart.
I have smart ideas sometimes, dude. It happens.
You can also make your own shit coin. It can literally
A
call
shit
shit coin.
coin,
or it can
dude.
make-
Dude, can
or
we
it can be
make
like
something
called
called shitcoin?
Grift
That would be,
coin.
dude. Shitcoin would be so funny. There's got to be a shitcoin, right?
I think that's already taken.
That's
But you can
gotta
have
be
like a
shit
grift
coin.
coin. You can have grift coin.
What is grift coin now? See, I say grift coin's worth $1 billion, right? Now, what is that? Where do we start?
Well, no one's gonna buy it.
Whoopties! I say Bitcoin's worth $1 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like people do that. Like they'll have ICOs, and you guys make grift coins, and then like you use it to buy shit in y'all's marketplace. You can buy it with grift coins.
Okay, so they
But
just
you
like
could do
pay them
that.
with US dollars, and they get grift coins, and then they can just buy like art stuff. Right, you want to make a
Right,
cryptocurrency,
there
dude?
was ICOs they were talking about came out. They're like, yeah, we made like $45 million at our initial ICO. I was like, what the fuck are you even doing? Like, oh, we're just got an idea right now, basically.
What?
I was like, wait, what? Dude, I'm telling you all kinds of shit I've heard on this podcast, man. I'm like, no, what? I'm just like, it's like so many millions of dollars. It's insane. Because people were like pumping
There's a lot
and
of money,
dumping, dude.
dude. There's
People
a
were
lot
trying to
of
pump and dump.
A lot of money in podcasting right now, bro. So
You need to make the cast coin. This is the cast coin. You just use it to buy
Cast
cast.
coin.
dude, podcast coin, dude. Fuck making a podcast. No, let's make a podcast currency.
And then you guys got to make the app, and then people just
What's
Pay
that
for it.
tip currency? Oh, it was Dogecoin. I bought 4,000 of those.
What?
And then I read some news about how the company like did all this dumb shit, and they put like their shit on a NASCAR, and then they were like, "Yeah, we're bankrupt."
NASCAR's really way more expensive than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that really didn't pan out like we thought it was gonna.
Why the fuck NASCAR?
Turns out anybody who watches NASCAR does no idea how to understand cryptocurrency in any way whatsoever.
You want to put that shit in like financial, like Wall Street? That's where you want to advertise. When you're
Yeah.
about NASCAR,
Why would you NASCAR? Literally, none of those people understand what's going on. I definitely don't understand, actually.
I don't understand what I'm doing. I just kind of get it enough to move some money around big. I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years this will be worth something.
It's a
I'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a Ponzi scheme. It's a new kind of scheme, whatever. If it's a scheme, it's a new type of scheme. It's a Bitcoin
I mean,
scheme.
There's a bunch of shit coins that are schemes. There's shitcoin schemes. They do just like what Mike said. It's like, oh, we raised $45 million and we got a sweet idea.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. What do you think? You said you can't do Ethereum anymore. Like, what's the next currency? Like, how? What, do you gotta wait 4 years to get in on it again, or what? Is that how it works?
No, that 4 years thing was with the technology with Bitcoin. They have to every 4 years or so they come out with a new model of that ant miner, which is what Mike was talking about. They come out with a new one, so you got to buy the new one if you want to be able to get the max amount of shares for your the electricity that you're burning. But no, right now I can still mine Ethereum, and I'm going to continue mining Ethereum until they have a plan to switch from proof of work to proof of stake. And the reason is proof of work is when you're doing this mining that Bitcoin does and Ethereum is currently doing, where you process all these transactions and stuff. But it's really wasteful to have all these people running like their own shitty operation, and somehow they're going to like proof of stake just means you own the coin and you can vote on the way that this, because it's a developing code that can be developed. It has certain rules, but it can you can add things in it. And the big thing that they're trying to add to Bitcoin right now, for instance, is called SegWit. Don't understand exactly what it is, but it stands for segmented witness. And I probably messed it. SegWit. So they're trying to add this thing to Bitcoin, and it makes it more safe and secure. But the miners don't want to do it, so they're going to do this. The community is going to just on August 1st, they're going to force it to. They're going to force implement. But if the miners don't comply, they can basically keep the old one, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin splits into two different forks. There's a new fork, and they just keep running on it. And if they don't merge back up, then one of them's going to die, and one of them's just going to be So this
like
is
Ethereum Classic and Ethereum Now, whatever.
Right.
It's just Ethereum.
Dude, I was listening to that story today about what happened and how it happened.
Yeah.
Why Ethereum Classic exists. They basically Ethereum came out, and there was this thing called the Dow. I don't know. It wasn't like the Dow Jones, or maybe it was, but it was called Dow.
I keep hearing that. Yeah.
It ran on Ethereum, and what happened is one guy figured out, okay, here's what you do. You got your money in Dow, and you send a thing and say, hey, I'd like to withdraw my money. Then you go to withdraw your money, and things like, okay, I'm going to update my ledger. But then you send another signal that says, hey, wait, before you update your ledger, I'd like to withdraw my money. And things like, okay, here's your money. And then it just repeats that over and over. So this thing keeps trying to update its ledger, but before it could, he would ask for more money. And he got some $50 million out of Ethereum's startup money by doing that. And so what they did is they made a hard fork called Ethereum, and the one that he stole the money on is Ethereum Classic. So they basically devalued his currency. Like, we know this address, this money is now back in our pocket, but it still exists on Ethereum Classic. I don't exactly understand how the whole money thing works, but I understand that's how he stole it and why there is Ethereum Classic and Ethereum.
That's weird as fuck, dude. This is all like some Chinese shit, man. I bet people are listening right now like, what in the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's true. Mike and I got real deep into it, but I think a lot of people are getting real deep into this stuff, and it is going to be of the future. Like, this is going to be something that's just like kids today grow up with Facebook. Like, we're going to grow up with cryptocurrencies and worlds of with Bitcoin and stuff. Like, that's just going to be part of our economy.
Yeah, no doubt it's interesting. This is just getting technical as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, like, let's talk
We can-
bigger
we can-
picture shit about it right now. Because
bring
like I
it
said,
back in.
I'm
We can
kind of
bring it back
interested in
in.
just like, if this keeps going the way it's going, like, what does that mean for regular dollars? Is that
Dude, can you explain to Christian the avocado coin? You think? Can you explain that?
the one that
Well, I
goes
think
in? Is that the one you use to stretch your asshole when you're trying to gate
Yeah, it's
It
like
does.
if-
before
if
the grapefruit?
boy.
But that's before grapefruit.
Boy, yeah, he
Grapefruit.
made avocado so that people could follow him, like because he got the grapefruit by himself.
He got the grapefruit by himself. He got the grapefruit.
No, I think the avocado thing also sort of I can't explain it the way they explained it, but I think that the same premise is what we were talking about by making a grift coin or a podcast coin. Like, you create this community where you offer some service, and the way that you make services in this field is with this coin that you make, and it has some value in market that people are willing to trade for. So you have your sub market and the larger market, and to get to a grift coin, there's some exchange rate, and then within the grift coin market, you can exchange goods and services, buy podcasts, buy a song, all that sort of stuff with your grift coin.
Got you. That's pretty sick. It's pretty cool. I really like the idea of it. But it's like there has to be one overarching currency, though, to trade in for these mini currencies, right?
And it's Bitcoin, exactly.
So Bitcoin is the big daddy currency that's going to replace the dollar, supposedly? Is that the plan?
I doubt it. I don't think the government, the U.S. government is never going to
let that happen, yeah.
They're never going to give it up.
So what happens then when it's cutting into their, when more people are like, oh shit, everybody's using Bitcoin now, and like nobody's trying to use the dollar anymore? What is
What
the
happens
government
when
to do?
businesses can pay in Bitcoin, and you're just like, all right, here's my Bitcoin account,
Yeah.
and they just send your money,
And everyone's just
Bitcoin.
incentivized to not even use the dollar or even pay taxes on it. Any of that shit. You wouldn't have to pay taxes
think
anymore if everything went Bitcoin.
Well, no, because your Bitcoins are an asset, and you have to just like what we talked about. You get taxed on your. But if it doesn't
but
change
how would they
value,
know
then
that
you're
you
not-
have any Bitcoin if it's all like
They
encoded?
wouldn't necessarily. So they've just last year they got this one guy or a couple guys in California, I think, at least one. They hit up Coinbase, which is the most popular app,
Yeah.
to trade your U.S. dollars to coins. That they hit up a guy for tax evasion, basically in California, because he was basically laundering money using Bitcoin. So they hit up Coinbase and they subpoenaed in y'all's asses in the courtroom.
Yeah. Well,
And,
wait, but he was turning it into actual money, though, right?
No, he was just laundering money to Bitcoin to store value. Like, he was doing some shit, illegal shit, or
Yeah.
he was trying not
But
to
the
pay
U.S.
taxes on
dollar
money.
was involved, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the
so-
paper trail lied. Then, if there's no U.S. dollar involved and everything's going through Bitcoin, like say a couple of businesses like Best Buy just start to say, "Hey, we accept Bitcoin," you can just have Bitcoin. But I guess as soon as you've made a purchase there, that would be your paper trail. But even then, how would they know? Like, if it's just encoded
So-
every time or encrypted?
The way that Bitcoin work is that, and that's what's interesting about it, where some other coins come in, such as Zcash, but Bitcoin is not fully. You can follow money, and so if you can follow U.S. dollars into an exchange.
Okay, so there's a paper trail with Bitcoin. Is what you're saying?
With Bitcoin, there is absolutely a paper trail.
Got
And
you.
The way
Okay,
that it
okay,
works,
okay.
right, is that everyone owns the ledger. It's a distributed ledger where everyone has a copy of everything that has ever happened with Bitcoin, and that's the whole premise, is that no one
okay.
person owns the ledger. So since everyone owns the ledger, you don't need a bank, because everyone's like, the majority always wins. So you would need more than 51% of all Bitcoin users to collude in order to change the ledger, and that's just never going to happen.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. That is pretty sweet, dude. That's cool. That makes a lot of sense. So I mean, and theoretically, it is just superior.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, you don't need a bank. That's what it does. It cuts out that middleman and taking
Cuts
your
out
money.
some guy just collecting interest.
Yep. Yeah, he takes your money, puts it in a bank. and
Because
collects
now
interest
we
on it
don't
for a
need
couple
to
days.
actually. Oh, dude, this is brilliant. Because now we don't need to actually control our own physical assets. We don't need to stash our gold in a chest in the back of our house anymore. It's
Right.
not accessible to people. Nobody can grab it and take it like that unless they're, I guess, extremely good at fucking hacking into people's Bitcoin wallets or whatever. But
Yep.
But yeah, man. So then we all don't have to like worry so much. That's fucking awesome, man. That is really neat. And no bank can like just go under and then all your money's gone or some shit. Like how does that work?
Yeah, even though we're FDIC insured.
Oh yeah.
Got, up to $100,000, you're safe.
Huh.
But yeah, and there's ways with Bitcoin that you can back up your money so that if you, let's say like you lose the safest way anyone will tell you to keep your Bitcoin is in a hardware wallet. In a hardware wallet, all it is basically a USB drive with some keys on it that you enter some numbers on. You keep it's called your private key that no one can know, and if they do know, they can steal your coin. But you keep that on there, and there's ways that you can back up your coin using like these 21-letter phrases. And all of this was talked about on the podcast with Joe and that Andres guy back in October when Bitcoin was only worth $600. I should have bought a shit ton of it, but I was like, man, that's just too complicated. I'm not getting involved.
Do you think that Rogan's podcast had something to do with that, dude?
I mean, a lot of people learned about it, but
that's a lot. That's like a millions kind of deal.
It probably made a difference, right? Because at the time I was like, that's just too complicated. Fuck that. My USD is working just fine over here. And
just the people that watch Rogan, though, are the types of dudes that would be like, maybe I could get in on this cryptocurrency, bro. Like, go deep. I need to go deep on it.
Maybe we do know that a shit ton of people sent him Bitcoin because he raised all that money for the Wells Without Borders or whatever it's called, Fallen Soldiers. Yeah. Something like that. He raised a shit ton of money.
Yeah, he threw down a fat stack on it. He threw down a fat 25 G's, I think, straight up.
So we know that there was a lot of people with Bitcoin listening to that. And I think part of like hearing that podcast and kind of learning about it there made me feel more comfortable. When my friend came to me, he was like, hey, man, I'm going to start mining cryptocurrency. And he was showing me his payouts. I was like, fuck that. I'm going to mine cryptocurrency.
I see these payouts on me. I'm down. That's dope, man.
You're like, you just got the rent box going 24/7 in the room. It just pays for the room.
The rent
box. I'm trying to do.
I need a rent box, dude. Damn.
That's what it is. That's my. It just We already talked about it printing money, but I call it the rent box now because Ethereum's gone up so much.
Yeah.
I'm making about $800 a month, and that's my rent.
That's fucking crazy.
That's sick.
I can't believe how nuts that is.
And that's
dude.
after you pay your adjusted power bill?
That is not after I adjust my power. My power bill is like an extra $100 with all the power.
Bad.
So I'm down to like I'm down to like 700. But I actually got a thing. Probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I got a thing to hook it up in the dorms nearby. And guess what?
Wait,
those motherfuckers don't pay for power. Yeah, that power is free.
That's somebody's got a dorm? Is that what you're saying?
I know 2 people. I know the manager at one of the dorms around here. Yeah. So
that's cool.
Hopefully this
What's $100 extra bucks?
Yeah, that's an extra $100 a month just to go leave it somewhere.
That's cool.
So wait, all right, future opportunities then. Everybody in here's got everybody that's listening to this right now, if anybody is, and maybe in the future somebody will be, is salivating. Okay? They're salivating for the ether. They're salivating for the shit coin and the grifter coin. How do we like what's the future of this shit, man? Like since Ethereum pretty much nobody can get into that game, like is there just like is the wave past or what's up?
No, the wave is still going on. The reason you can't get into Ethereum right now is because all the efficient graphics cards are completely sold out.
Oh, yeah,
you can't buy them.
Gotcha.
So if you happen to have a gaming rig and you don't mind running your thing a little hot, like it's not great if you want to game on it still, but you can start mining this shit right now.
What?
It's not.
Hey, Mike. What if we posted in like Augusta and fucking Greenville like Craigslists and just see if anybody has old graphics cards they're trying to get rid of. Maybe put together like a shit rig for the Grifter shit rig.
Is that worth it? Or is it like you really?
If we both went in on it together, I don't know.
Graphics card.
What? Oh,
how does it work? So?
Yeah, wait. What's that? Do you need the specific cards, or do you just need cards? Like, what's the deal with the graphics cards?
You just need cards, but not all cards are equal, right? So you want the ones with the most, the highest hash rate, and that can vary from card to card.
So what is that? Like a clock rate, or what are we looking for? Like as far as in a card, how do we find out the hash rate? Is that different? Is that something they advertise?
Yeah, you can look it up on forums. People will post what they found with just about every card you can imagine. People just tried to figure it out already, and then they'll post about it in the forum. So every card, the most efficient ones are the RX 480 and RX 470.
See, those are cheap shit cards, dude. So like, I guarantee you that there's people that just have old shitty computer rigs that they were like, yeah, I'll take $30 for fucking my old shitty graphics card they cannot resell if they don't know about this cryptocurrency.
Yeah, you gotta. They just gotta not know about them, and they're like $200 cards, but that's cheap in the world of graphics cards. Like,
yeah, and people who have them in their computer and they get a new one, dude. Like, you can't take that to a store and trade it in, and you can't like resell it on the computer, really. So people just sit there with them, and then if they see on Craigslist maybe somebody buying up old graphics cards, they might fucking be, like, hey, what's up? Even the 480s. That's
here's what I can tell you. Destin's sending me. Basically a shit rig, and I can make it the Grifter shit rig. I'll set it up for you guys. I'll give you a little thing, and we'll see what we can make on the Grifter shit rig. But I promise that's some of the profit from this thing.
From just what if we send you graphics cards?
Yeah, I can build them. I will. It's not just graphics cards. I also need a motherboard. There's a lot of other components to it.
Shit.
You gotta build.
I got an old graphics card. I might have thrown it away. I got an old good one.
Christian can build it.
I got a 770. That's what I'm saying. I'll build a rig, dude. Mike, if we just throw in on it together, like we can just try and make some cash, dude, and get like some really nice equipment and shit, dude, or fucking throw some in our rent.
Yeah, well, the shit rig that Destin's sending me, it's gonna make like $50 a month. So
$50 a month, dude, that's
dude,
Grifter.
That's fucking sick, bro.
That's fucking sick, dude. You're crazy. $50 a month, bro. I totally need that, dude. You understand? I do comedy and podcasts. I work in the kitchen. $50 a month, dog. I might suck your dick for $50 a month, guaranteed. That might be one of the one-time dick suck, dude.
You should add that to your website.
All right, so what card is it that you said is the most efficient ones that everybody's looking after right now?
GTX 480?
It's the RX 480 and the RX 470.
RX. RX 480s are 211 right now, and yeah, you can't find them anywhere. That's hilarious.
But yeah, they're completely sold out. I check almost every. I got auto notifications on some. Yeah, dude, they've been sold out for about 2 weeks, and people. The only place you're gonna find them is from scalpers on eBay.
Yeah, I have an old.
On Amazon too.
I have an old Radeon that's pretty dope, Mike, already.
Well, what's the number? Radeon what?
I think it's like 770 or Radeon 700 or wait. Radeon. Hang on. You guys talk. I'll be right back.
Did you read that post about? I can't remember what graphics card company it is, but they're planning on making ones specifically for.
Yeah, Radeon and AMD were both talking about it. That's it. I mean, not Nvidia.
Maybe I should save up for the first release of those, and then it'll have the longest life.
I'm pretty sure that what Christian is talking about is the Radeon HD 7770, and with that, it's doing 185 kilohash per second with 185 watts, and that's not good.
How do I download the shit to make it mine right now? Do I have to have a boot into
So
Linux
if you want to do it, the best instructions to follow just to start mining on your rig are from ethermine.org. They list like 4 or 5 different ways to get started, and they'll show you the one that's most popular is called Claymore Miner. The only problem is he charges you a dev fee, but he also has some optimizations in there that makes you run at like 5% higher hash rate than you will on other mining softwares.
I don't think I have that anymore.
So that's how you get started.
Ethermine.org.
Yeah.
And then there's instructions here somewhere.
Just let me see. Ethermine, Ethereum. Yeah. So
this is how to connect right here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so on ethermine.org, if you said how to connect, and then so there's a Genoils miner. That one does not charge a developer fee. And then you
Okay.
see the second one is Stratum mode using Claymore miner. And so basically they take you to the Windows download, right? And then it tells you you're going to have to set up a batch file. Have you ever done that in Windows?
No, but I figured it out.
Yeah, all you do is just open a text file, paste that in there, and then you're going to save as, and then change it from a text file to all files, and then just save it as .bat, and then you have to make it executable, which, I mean, you can just look up in a video. I don't exactly remember how to make it executable, but or maybe if you just change it to .bat, it knows it's an executable. Then you just double-click it, and it'll start running, and that's all there is to it.
Okay. So what's the one do you reckon? Which one was the one you said?
Claymore.
Claymore. That's the one that takes a little, but it makes it run better.
Takes like it runs like 5%. He claims, like, I haven't actually tested against anything. I just got Claymore miner, works fine. I'm making enough money that whatever dev fee he is taking, I don't notice it. And he's everyone's using it mostly. Most people use Claymore miner, and yeah, that's the one I would start with. It's the easiest one to get going
I'm
to.
gonna try it right now.
What's going on? Sorry.
I'm making this bat file.
What are you guys doing? Are you doing?
I just told him how to start mining. What
This
program to
sounds
download.
just way easier than what I thought.
It's
Happen.
not that bad.
So we can both do this.
Yeah,
you
you could do it too. Yeah. Oh well.
I got a really dope graphics card, bro.
Wait, Mike. Are you recording this podcast? Are you doing any videos? Are you using your graphics card?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am. Yeah.
Then as soon as you kick that thing up, your computer's
It's
basically
gonna fucking.
it's not gonna freeze, but your mouse is gonna be jumping all over the place. You're not gonna be able to. It's gonna basically shut down the podcast for a minute. You might want to try that later.
Yeah. All right. I won't do it now. That's a good idea.
So.
Not to do it now.
Would that even be worth it to just like run it at night while you're sleeping?
Probably not with the power. Like that's what it's all about. So Mike's seen pictures of it, but you can buy these things called like a kilowatt, and you basically just plug it into the wall. And then I plug my extension, not an extension cord, but one with all the plugs in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
power
that one.
Thing.
The
surge
power
protector.
Well, it's not a surge protector. It's the centipede of plugs. The plug-a-pede. You plug the plug-a-pede into that, and then I plug my PSU. You can just plug the PSU directly into it. But anyways, you can just see how much power you're actually pulling from the wall. So that's what you need to know, is how much power you pull into the wall, because you might end up paying more money for electricity.
Is that power deductible?
Yeah, actually, if you track it, it's deductible.
Sweet. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, you get the idea. Like, basically, you just want to make sure that the coin's worth more than what you're putting in power, unless you really.
So if I were to run my graphics card now, it would be more power consumed than actual coin being created.
That's not guaranteed, but probably.
Probably. And my computer may shit out faster, right? The graphics card at least.
It's much harder. Like, typically, gamers aren't playing 24/7 full blast, and that's why these graphics cards, like, after you use them, you don't want to buy them for your gaming rig, because they've been running full blast for 24 hours a day for at least a couple years. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard on them.
Yeah. Huh. How come people don't ever build a computer inside a refrigerator? Is that too much moisture? Would it get?
It's not a fit. There's not need. I keep these cards I have are rated up to 80 Celsius. I think 90 Celsius. We'll call it 80.
What do they get?
They run about 40. I keep them at about 40 with the fans on them.
Well, damn.
Yeah, so it's nowhere close, and that's 80. That's like, they're conservative. They're like, do not run it above this temperature. So it just doesn't need to be that cold. But you do run more efficient during the winter. So the colder the better. But with the refrigerator, now you're paying to cool the air, and that's just making it more expensive.
Well, I guess because it's getting hotter inside the fridge, so
exactly.
So it's gonna be running the compressor more and shit.
Yep.
Word, yeah.
So, Did you already explain how
What
to
about
do it?
liquid cooled rig?
What?
Is it? What about? Does anybody run that?
It's just more power. No one runs that.
More
If you watch
power?
that guy I was talking about in Alpharetta, he runs
Yeah.
all convection cool, just outside natural, not natural, but he runs convection cool. It just blows the air from the outside in and inside out.
If you just made some like sick heat sinks.
I think the ant
Oh,
miners they're just designed. I don't know. You just it
Yeah.
runs fine. The heat's not the it's not the issue.
Okay, but you're saying it's when it's cooler, it runs more efficient.
Right, but you're
So
talking
if you could
a couple
theoretically make it
percent.
cooler.
Yeah,
Okay. So I mean,
If you
it's not gonna
could,
change
yeah,
much.
it's not that much, right?
Yeah, because the new WRX STIs actually kind of had a little problem with the heat sink thing on the back of the differential.
They overheat.
Like people overheating them or some shit. Yeah, so this company in Japan, Cusco, they made a pretty sweet one with like way bigger heat sink on the back of it.
Oh, yeah?
Which I think those heat sinks are just cool. Just how
Yeah,
it
heat
works.
sinks are cool. That's one. I mean, I've been looking at these cards I got and all the different heat sinks on them with the fans.
Mhm.
Neat.
Dude, this guy's got a $50
pretty
whole
sweet.
computer. It comes with the GeForce 6100. Would that do
So,
anything,
the
or is
G-
that too shitty?
So the NVIDIA cards are not as efficient. Basically, there's like 3 layers to
Dude,
hash
is this like
something,
some big AMD ploy that just got way out of hand now, and they're like, "Oh Jesus Christ,
No,
we can't say it was a ploy, or we're fucked." What?
So, yeah, from what I understand, AMD wasn't doing as good, right, as NVIDIA. Like, NVIDIA is
Yeah.
the gamer card, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So the way that it just happens that the way that AMD made their cards, that they happen to run more efficient on this because they don't have these, I guess, as advanced. I'll say I don't understand why they're not as efficient, or why they're more efficient. But I understand that NVIDIA is better gaming, but it just so happens that AMD's cards just happen to run at 1, lower power, they use less power, and 2, they can hash faster because of the way it's the whole structure of the card's processor works.
Shit.
So yeah, AMD's stock has just shot up this is completely by chance. Like, this is people just figured out these are the best cards, and so now they're just sold out.
It's crazy.
It's hilarious, dude. Holy shit.
So you have how many do you have? How many cards
I got 6
of the which ones?
RX 480s. That's what I was saying. I could sell all those right now and make my rig back. Like, I could make my money back right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that
That's
because this mining shit's kind of. I don't know. It's just kind of fun.
That's
Keeps
cool.
me busy.
That's cool. Yeah, that's tight.
Is it kind of labor intensive?
No. Oh well. I mean, the first couple of weeks were real stressful because I put down 2K and I was like, fuck, I gotta get this thing going. And then, I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
I lost a lot of sleep. Like, I was like, is this thing gonna crash tonight? Like, if it crashes? I'm not making money. Like, if it crashes, like, I lost a lot of sleep over it. But right now, it'll run 24/7, but it's not as stable as it needs to be. I really need to go fuck with it. But the thing is, I'm just like, right now, it'll run 24/7. It shuts down a lot, but it's fine because it just auto restarts and then starts running again. So a little hard on the system, but I'm making my money, and I just don't feel like fucking with it right now. I'm just gonna leave it alone and make some money for a little bit, and then I'm sure in a couple weeks I'll get interested in fucking with it again. But right now, I'm just letting it be.
Right now, I'm just going
Fucking
to let
with
it
it,
print
you're
money.
saying
Bro.
you could make it more efficient? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. I can change the BIOS on the card, so you can do this thing in Windows. Like, that's what I was gonna tell you is after you get this running, like, you kind of figure out where you are, but then you can open up WinFlash and all these different GPU-Z, all these different programs, and you can change how much power the thing is pulling. That's undervolting, and then you can overclock it so it runs at a higher hash speed. So I should be able to get right now. I'm doing it's called mega hash, and I'm doing 25 mega hashes per card. I should be able to get it up probably at least to 29, maybe to 32, and then since power it could be free for me, I don't necessarily need to undervolt, and so typically you have to find that sweet spot of stability with a certain voltage range and a certain hash rate, and that's the trade-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if I could do this, dude. I don't know if I can honestly like pull all this shit off. I got too much shit going on.
Oh yeah, you have to drop something else.
Yeah, fuck
or
that.
get an assistant.
Oh, there we go. Hey, miner boy.
Yeah, so you need a kid in the mine, man.
Hey, card jockey. How's my mine operation going? I'll get an old guy. I'll hire an old guy with a super long white beard. And I'll put like an old miner's hat on. And be like, hey, brother, listen here, sonny. We're still mining in there, but it's getting real serious. We lost 2 cards.
How much did you pay for your cards when you got them?
I think like $213 a piece. I paid a total of $13.20 for all 6 of my cards.
Damn.
So whatever that is.
AMD's like, damn, we just sold a bunch of shitty cards. This is crazy.
Yeah, so I paid $220 per card, and now they're worth $400. If I wanted to be a dick scalper, but I'm not going to do that.
What if all these card companies just like stop selling cards and just fucking mine? They were just mining at their own facility. Like, you know what? We actually don't have any of those. I don't know what you're talking about.
We really believe.
Dude, I'm sure there's some of that going on. Like,
dude, what's going to happen? This is all going to turn into the cult of coin, dude.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to force people to believe in it. Because if nobody believes, it doesn't exist anymore, right? So, like, shit, we're going to have to make people believe. So it's just going to start this whole religion process over again. There's going to be some new church of coin. Joe Rogan will be there.
That's what this podcast has been. It's been the church of coin. We haven't done any grifting. This is right up serious bullshit's alley, but
we're going to call places and ask if they accept cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, I heard you could buy a Ferrari with Bitcoin. I heard that a long time ago, too.
Really?
Is that still true?
I'm not in the market for a Ferrari currently.
Haven't looked at Ferrari prices in a couple weeks.
I did learn that Ferrari is owned by Volkswagen. I thought that shit was pretty funny.
No, what you call it? Bugatti. Not Ferrari.
Bugatti and Ferrari are both.
And Ferrari?
Right?
I don't think it's Ferrari. Is it, dude? Is it really? Is it really? No.
Here's my favorite. Isn't that shit's funny? I sent Christian. You probably didn't see it, but I sent Mike. You know that song like "I woke up in a new Bugatti." I sent it to him. I just like dubbed it with "I woke up in a new Volkswagen."
If Fiat owns Alfa Romeo, Chrysler, Dodge, Ferrari, Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah. Fiat owns Ferrari. Nice Fiat, bro.
Just shitting all over your purchase.
That's funny.
Oh, speaking of shitting, dude, I wanted to shit on some Nike products I learned about this week.
Let's do it.
During Back to the Future, a lot of you might remember that Marty McFly hops out of his DeLorean or whatever, and he puts on some new self-lacing shoes, right? He puts them down, it says Nike on them, and it just zip. You remember that, Christian?
Yep, along with the air dry jacket.
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
Christian out.
He's somewhere.
But anyways, yeah, so Nike for real made those apparently a couple years, those mags. They called them the mags, and now they've come out with recently a sneaker that self laces. It's got a motor in it with a battery, and to me they look stupid as fuck. I encourage everyone to make their own decision about it, but I'm gonna sit here and shit on them because I hated it so much. I had to watch it in marketing class this week where he was just showing us to us. He just has these marketing minutes where he just shows us like what's going on, and he showed us these, and just the lady talking about was like, imagine never having to tie your shoes again. I was like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to tie my shoes. I don't even think about it. It's not. I'd be more worried about having to think about, oh shit, I got to charge my shoes tonight.
Yeah, right. Oh shit, I didn't charge my shoes.
Oh shit, I didn't charge my shoes. And then
you call into work.
Let's call in, dude. That's our call right now. Let's call in.
My shoes are dead.
My shoes all out of juice. They had a juice.
They ain't gonna connect to my Bluetooth. They ain't got enough juice.
I don't know how to get there, man. My shoes walk.
And it's just it's stupid. You got a battery now. That's gonna be extra weight. I hear it's not supposed to be that weighed down. But the other thing is, I customize my laces. I think everyone does, right? You got certain parts of your laces that are tighter than the other on the foot, and this thing just pulls it all down, kind of even. You don't get that control.
I customize my laces, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I might rap about it. Later. Shit in the shower.
I might rap about it, bro.
And then I customize my laces. Check out the custom laces, dog.
Check out my custom
laces, dog. Everyone's doing the socks now. I'm gonna get into custom laces. Everyone thinks they're fancy with their socks. Check out my laces.
My lace game
Check
proper.
out my laces.
My lace game proper.
My lace game proper. Coming hard on them laces. Doubling them up. I got the straight lace. What you know about that? On the Adidas shell top. You got to go straight lace on the Adidas shell top. Remember that? That's some shoelace knowledge for you. Shoelace lore. Shoelace lore.
Lore. So here's another thing I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about this is Apple just released their new HomePod thing, like the Echo and the Alexa. They just released,
they did?
Yeah, they just released their own pod, and so they're a couple years behind. But apparently their technology was Siri. It's going to be run on Siri, obviously.
Dude, Google's shit is way better at hearing what you got to say, dude.
Siri
it works
is,
so
Really?
much better.
Yeah,
I've compared it a bunch with the
Siri's
Google
garbage.
app.
I hate Siri so fucking much. I never use it.
Dude, it really sucks, dude. It doesn't
Sorry,
work
but
that
anyways, go ahead.
good.
Continue.
You say "Okay, Google" on that app, and it's just like boom every time, dude. It doesn't even have to recognize your voice. It doesn't have to set anything up. It's just ready to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Sterling.
Yeah, so
Anyway,
I just want to see what you guys thought about. So they're moving towards this whole home integration, right, where you're controlling your TV with this
dude,
thing.
that shit's kind of creepy, but it's kind of tight at the same time. Like I kind of want to get into it, but then I'm kind of like, I don't want somebody fucking with my AC when I ain't home.
I think I want shit to be. I want shit to be less simple, dude. I mean, more simple than that. Like I like a lot of complexity in my thought and life and everything, but like when it comes to like, just like I can't be that incentivized to be lazy. Does that make sense? Somebody like me, especially. The more incentive I have,
that's Wi-Fi connected now.
What?
So if you forget they got a washer and dryer that's Wi-Fi connected now. So if you forget to wash your clothes or some shit, you can. And they're in there already? I don't fucking know.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, dude. That is not, was it like a hatch that the washed clothes go down into the dryer now all of a sudden, and then they dry it for you? How does that work?
Why don't they have a washer and dryer combo machine yet? Why is that not a thing? How?
They do.
They do?
Because of electricity explosions, probably. I don't know. That sounds dangerous as
That's
fuck.
what I thought too. Yeah, right. Water and fucking heat, electricity.
No, they exist. Those things have been around for a couple years.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
but they're not as cheap as buying one and the other, I guess.
They're more expensive. And then the other thing that's kind of weird is you can't start the next load, right? That load's just going for now longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You kind of get
you can't get two going.
Time.
Right.
If you're a two-load kind of guy. If you're a two-load kind of guy.
I'm a two-load I got different shit I got going on. I'm trying to get two loads in.
I got my white load, and then the other load is just kind of like clear. Whatever, anything
Rumple
goes in there,
Foreskin, right? Rumple Foreskin, he generally shoots two loads.
Rumpled Foreskin. Yeah, I heard that when he shoots loads, it's so rumpled in there you can't even see it come out. It's kind of like a cream film. It's kind of like a Boston cream pie.
Thank you for calling Days in Chattanooga Rivergate.
I forgot to charge my shoes.
Days in. Your call may be recorded or monitored for quality purposes.
It's a real thing.
Do y'all consent? Everyone here consent?
I consent
to this.
Hello?
Thank you for calling reservations. My name is Brenda. How may I help you today, please?
Hey, Brenda, this is Brett. I forgot to charge my shoes. I'm not going to be able to make it in tonight.
I'm sorry, sir?
I got the new Nike. Have you ever seen the movie Back to the Future?
Are you looking to book a hotel reservation?
No, I work there. You ever seen the movie Back to the Future? He gets in the DeLorean and he hops out in the future. And
I'm releasing the call.
Don't release me. No!
Don't release me.
Don't release me. What happened, dude? Mike, you need to call with your calling
Dude,
voice,
yeah.
dude. You sounded like you're all uppity, man. You're calling in sick because your shoes don't work.
That's kind of sick. That's just so
Fairfield Inn and Suite C Search, this is Jacob. How can I help you?
Hey, Jacob, I was at the calling sick because I didn't charge my shoes last night, so I can't come in. I didn't charge my shoes.
Squeezed it.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
You know those Nike shoes that just came out with? They're like rechargeable. They lace themselves. Well, my shoes are dead right now,
Okay.
and I'm sick.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. This Nick. What's
honestly
up?
don't
It's
have any
Nick.
clue what
Hey,
you're
man,
talking
man,
about.
we're kidding. We're
It's-
kidding.
it's
It's Nick.
It's Nick.
It's Nick and Bobby.
All right. Have a good night.
No, dude.
No, 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 no.
Nick and Bobby. It's Nick and Bobby. Jesus. All right, maybe the shoes isn't such a good idea. It sounds
No,
hilarious.
the shoes will work.
It will work. All right, we'll ride it out. Let's do it. I'm believing in the shoes.
Thank you for calling Comfort Inn Downtown. This is Ryan speaking. How may I help you?
Hey Ryan, hey, I really believed in these new Nike shoes that lace themselves up, but I forgot to charge them up, so I'm not gonna be able to come into work.
You did what?
Yeah, have you ever seen that movie Back to the Future? With Marty
No, I
McFly, he jumps in the DeLorean, he jumps out in the future, and he has to put on the Nikes that lace up themselves.
No, I've never seen that.
We've reached the future because Nike does have those now. And I bought a pair. I really believed in the Nike self laces, but I forgot to charge them. I forgot to put them on the USB last night.
Oh no.
Yeah, so my shoelaces ain't gonna lace up today, so I'm not gonna be able to make it into work.
That's not right. That's
I know that
just
ain't
not
right.
fair.
Nike should have. They didn't have the replacement battery. They the battery
There's gotta
life
be
on
something
them
else.
ain't really too good anyway. Cause I have to take my shoes off every time I take a piss. So.
Excuse me,
There has to
ma'am.
be something else. There has to be another way.
Excuse me.
I don't
This
have
is
any
his
other
brother.
These are my work shoes.
This is his brother. I'm telling you
He
right
can
now. He's
vouch.
not lying. He traded in all his other shoes for these shoes. They're really expensive. He's just got the one pair, and
Good shoes.
my feet are size 13, and his are size 6.5.
They're good shoes until you forget to charge them.
So what's the solution? What,
I mean, he can
I don't
stick
know.
both of his feet in one of my shoes and hop to work, I guess.
No, man,
Hey,
I
well,
ain't
somebody
trying
better
to
get to hopping.
No, because I ain't gonna, the thing is, I ain't gonna be able to make it into work. Also, because I'm sick of these shoes.
Hello?
Are you still
He's
there?
throwing up because the shoes
Yeah,
suck
yeah,
so
I'm
bad.
here.
He's throwing up from anxiety from how much he spent. All his shoes are gone now. He's just got this one shitty pair.
I kind of stepped on them too. I don't feel like they're gonna have the resale value that they once would. I've unboxed them.
Oh man. So let's see. What can we do? What can we
It sounds like
do
he's
about
Marty
this situation?
McFucked right now. I don't know what to tell you.
My twin brother, he might can come in for me.
I could maybe come in there. I don't want
Merlin.
to though. My feet are way bigger. I don't know if people will notice. Otherwise, we look pretty much
Merlin
the
can
same.
Go in. Merlin might be able to get up in there.
No,
Merlin.
I'm gonna be sick too.
He's actually in the bathroom
He's
right now. If
nice.
you couldn't hear, he's in from the bathroom. He's feeling real sick. But listen, I can come in there. I look pretty much just like him, just as long as nobody looks at my feet.
Hey,
I charged my shoes last night. I got at least. Hang on. Wait. Let me check. 87% battery on my shoes still, bro. I'm good to go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Only on like
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah,
like a
bro.
winner.
They got that
Just
pad.
like
I got the pad
charge,
too.
I'm
You can
freaking
stand
out.
on it and it charges your shoes up while you stand on it. It's the Samsung
See,
pad.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
I could walk around with them, but I can't drive with them. It's a safety hazard. That's too loose. It could come off and get stuck under the pedal.
Yeah, it's more like a slipper right now, and when you're not supposed to drive with slippers. That's actually against the law.
You can walk with them, or they'd be okay. But
house just to ensure that he's not going to get in trouble. I don't know what else to do. Can we call an Uber and maybe have them stop by a Payless shoe source? Do you think that would be a good idea? I don't know what to tell him because I don't even think anything's open.
No, nothing's open at this
Yeah.
hour.
So he's going to like, what's he going to do? He squenched it.
Well, he can call Uber. Oh, Uber could probably pick him up.
Do you think Uber would pick up my shoes and then come to my house?
Maybe a charge
extra?
Ooh.
A surcharge?
I don't know. They might charge you.
What
Do you think that would be tax
charge you extra.
deductible because it's for work related?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm about to get my big ass boat feet and some of my working ass shoes here and let these laces strap themselves up, and I'm probably gonna put them on my piggyback and I'll drag them down about halfway. But listen, somebody's gonna have to pick them up the other half of the way and get the rest. Somebody's gonna have to scoop them up about halfway and piggy them the rest. You got like a bellman down there. You got a bell guy down there that can maybe get a cart, skateboard it down there, and something like that.
We can make that happen. We can make it happen.
If you can make that happen, man. I can't walk the whole way. My feet are too big.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I don't either. He's got hair on the bottom of his feet. He doesn't want to walk outside. Kids yell and shit, man. It's never good. We go to the park.
If I walk
people
too much
screaming at
without
him.
socks and shoes, then the hair will
Matt's all up.
on the bottom of my feet.
Oh yeah, that too.
That too. I don't want to get. It'll be like, yeah, I kind of like it, so I want to keep it, but.
Well,
I'm brushing it right now. I'm brushing it right now with my fingers.
Can we pay in Bitcoin?
Do y'all accept like Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies or Ethereum? Do y'all accept shitcoin or
No.
grifter coin by perchance?
no, what's that?
It's like a currency that's like,
It's like a Ponzi scheme.
if you believe in it, it's like a currency that if you believe in it, it's worth something. In a nutshell.
No, we don't take that.
Huh.
Do you
You
believe
really
in it?
just
Listen.
have to believe in it.
We just wanted to convince you to believe in Bitcoin because the more people that believe in it, the more it's worth. So I just want to call and we just want to get people to please to say you believe, because if the more you believe, it will be worth something. Please believe.
Okay.
Bitcoin or Ethereum, yes.
It's
Just
big.
believe.
Say it for me, ma'am. Ethereum is worth
Yeah, if you
something.
could say it for us. Say
Ethereum is worth something.
Okay. Well, I believe in it.
Well, no, say it's worth something though,
Yes.
so that way that you get to believe it's worth something.
that. Right. Every time someone says it's
Believe
worth something.
It's worth something.
There
Say
you go.
Ethereum
Perfect.
is worth something.
I gotta
No,
go,
it's real.
guys.
All right, thank you so much for believing. Just keep believing, okay? That's all we ask. Just keep on believing. Woo!
Well, it's up 2.54% now for her believing.
Dude,
Sweet, dude.
you like that, Sterling? I'm gonna get people to believe for you, brother.
That's what you gotta do, dude. Raise awareness. We're proud of the raise awareness. Christian,
Yo,
how did you, was it, you called me out. I was in the bathroom. I muted myself. I was like, all right, these guys are in the call. You knew. Was I ripping the toilet paper too loud? Is that what it was?
no, I could just tell, dude. It was the reverb.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was being super quiet.
The reverb of the bathroom. I could just
I was like,
tell.
all right, they're making some calls. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to go take this nice deuce.
He's actually in the bathroom now.
I got called out. Well, no, I'm done now. Moved out. Got called out mid. I just wasn't ready to talk. I was mid shit. I was like, oh, what? Should have said I had some wizarding business to attend to.
Some wizarding business.
I
Dude, I was proselytizing. I think it's the right word. Your bitcoins. I don't think that's the right word. Is it the right
man.
word?
I think that's.
Did I just squeech it?
You think? I don't know.
I think that is a word.
I think it's definitely a word.
Convert or
Proselytize.
attempt to convert from
Yes.
one religion, belief, or opinion to
Well,
another.
no, yes, kind of.
Or advocate or promote. So yes, it is a verb that can mean advocate or promote. That's exactly what you did.
I did it, guys. Big word. Successful. Doing things.
It was the full squanch, you
It
could
was
say.
a full-on squanch. That was a really good call, dude. That was fun. That lady was super fun. She was having a great time.
She didn't know what to say.
She was having a great
She was
time.
having a real good time with it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I grab a drink.
Thank you for calling the Village Inn Motel in Guntersville, Alabama. If you know your party's room number, please dial it now. To reach the office, please dial 123. Thank you.
Winham Garden, like Gunnersville.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hey, you answered real fast. Which was that?
It's like an echo or something.
You, with what?
This is a hotel. Did you mean to call the hotel?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's like a real bad echo. What can I do
hear
for you?
You can still hear it.
Not so bad now.
Okay, all right.
What's that, man? I'm sorry. That might have been me repeating what you were saying. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Not bad.
Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was just wanting to know about payment methods.
Cash, credit card,
Bitcoin,
cash or credit. What?
Bitcoin.
Ethereum.
Bitcoin?
Yes.
No. Cash or credit.
Ethereum.
Pardon?
Ethereum.
I don't know what that is.
You don't take any cryptocurrencies?
Uh-uh.
You don't have a hard wallet?
I don't think so.
Do you have a hard wallet?
A what?
A hard wallet? Hard wallet? Wait, hard wallet. Do you have a hard?
Alabama. Know your party's room number.
Is
Please
this?
add it. Calls for the silent. I transfer your call.
What the fuck?
England.
Hello.
Yes, can I help you?
Hey, yeah, I'm new in town. I was wanting to know if there's any good place to buy some booty.
No, there's not.
Oh, what? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, can I help you?
With like maybe with Bitcoin?
Do you have bitcoins?
No, I don't understand what you were asking
No,
for.
no,
This is
like
a
how
hotel?
how
No,
big?
that's what I'm saying.
How
I'm
big?
new in town.
How big are the bitcoins?
I don't know.
Right,
No.
I'm new in town.
We don't have those. You have the wrong number.
No, we're new.
I'm
We're
here
new.
now.
We're here in the hotel.
But we're here-
What's this
we're-
hotel?
We're new in town.
How
Uh-huh.
how
We're new in
What
town.
room are you?
how big are your bitcoins? I was gonna yell, "Show us your bits" in a minute, but I didn't get to that part. Damn it!
Show us your bits.
Show us your bits. Oh yeah.
Thank you for calling Microtelin and Streets by Wyndham. This is Megan. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm with the Sloshy Minge Society. We were just calling up.
Hello, ma'am.
Had a couple
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. We're just calling up the Sloshy
Hi.
Minge Society. We're just wondering to ask you a couple questions. I don't know if you got a second or two to spare. It's nothing crazy.
Not really.
It's kind of. I mean, you kind of
not-
sound
yeah.
like it though. You kind of sound like you're bored there. It sounds like it sucks.
It doesn't. Yeah, it sounds like it's going well.
Sloshy Minge, dude. Where the fuck are we gonna go with that? Say it again.
Choosing Quality in Aberville, this is Riley. How can I help you?
Hey, really? We're really with the Sloshy Men Society. We had a couple questions. Yeah, we run a company here with SloshyMinge.com. We come in, we check out the rooms, do a couple of like CSI scenes, set up a CSI scene,
Yep.
and we live stream it.
We also spread eyes about it, and we let the rub Sloshy.
Excuse me? Hello?
Hello. Are you there?
You're cutting off.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we were getting off. Yeah, we were just basically saying we were with the Sloshy Minge.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I must have cut out there for a second.
Hello?
Yeah, we were with the Sloshy Minge Society. We were calling. We had a couple questions. We want to know if we could get the A-OK with some in and outs on a couple things.
Yeah, we were just spreading eyes about a couple
My
things.
manager's
Well, we were
there
just
right
we were just spreading eyes about a couple things, and thinking like maybe we could just I don't know talk to somebody about the Sloshy Minge show. We're gonna have to start rubbing it all over the place,
Yeah,
and it
was
kind of
gonna
leaves
have to-
it's like a trail, like a snail. It leaves a snail trail.
Yeah.
My
Look,
manager
if
isn't
you could-
here right now.
Well, like if you could
Oh.
pull your fingers apart, you
What
could
about-
see the strings.
Well,
in between.
well, that's just disgusting to think about. It's more like a grilled cheese pulled apart.
Well, what about if there's going to be some serious talent there? I mean, we're talking about Rumpled Fortskin here.
Now my partner
Yeah,
Rumple Foreskin is also on the phone. Now
Rumple.
he's works with the kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is going to be serious talent. So the in and outs,
With the kids,
they should be
Rumpled
approved
Foreskin.
almost immediately.
Rumpled Foreskin
In this
specializes. Rumpled Foreskin specializes with in and outs with the kids. I was like, is she not going to acknowledge this?
Good evening. Thank you for calling the Marriott Shoals Hotel and Spa. How may I assist you?
Hey, yeah, we were calling. We were at the Sloshy Minge Society. Had a couple of questions.
Okay, how can I help?
Yeah, we here at the Sloshy Minge, we'd like to just discuss a few things. Basically, we're big into the coins. We're sort of a collector of things. I've here one of my autographs. He's here with me. He's got a couple of questions. Just if
Questions
you
about
ma'am?
the hotel, sir?
Ma'am, yes, listen, ma'am, I'm the autograph. I'm actually an autograph. I was just wondering, like, we were spreading out about a couple things earlier, and I was wondering about, it's the Sloshy Midge and all. Like, what kind of pillowcases do you guys have?
The thread count, more specifically.
Okay, sure. Let me find the right person for you to talk to.
Ooh,
'cause I'm not sure how to do this.
See, I have really bad anxiety, and if you put me to someone else, I'll start freaking the fuck out. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
He's also a little bipolar.
Oh, that bitch got us like that.
Thank you for calling guest services at the Thompson.
Hello, Thompson.
Hello.
The Thompson.
I'm
Yes.
really tazzed
To
up
make
right
you-
now, ma'am. I asked, please do not pass me on to someone else, and I have been passed.
He specifically
and now I'm
asked.
tazzed.
He specifically asked not to get passed.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Okay, we had some questions. We're with the Sloshy Minge Society. We had a couple of questions here. I've got my autograph with me. He's here. He's gonna ask.
I can't speak.
Quite a few
I can't
questions.
speak. I can't speak right now.
He's a
I'm
little tazzed
full on
up now.
10.
We got
I'm
a
on
couple
10
papers
Taz.
come across our desk here. Basically, the thing is, for starters, what was the thread count on the pillows?
The count on the pillows?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got a charger for my shoes?
And my shoes is dead.
Now what is?
And please hold for just a moment.
Oh no! We don't. Oh no!
Come on. Just keep playing it. Wish you could tell
Thank you for calling Home 2 Suites in Clarksville, Victoria. How may I help you?
Hey, Victoria. We're here with the Slosh Men's Society. We run a website, kind of like a CSI dedication fan base, where we come in, we set up a couple of things in rooms, do a couple tests, do a couple like black light things here and there, live stream it, have a couple people coming in and out. Nothing too flashy. Okay, go.
All right, so you want to know about setting up to do that?
Yes, and do you have any like good stories from like working late, really, like at the front desk? This
Right,
is
that
also
also
this
helps
is
us out
live.
with our
We're
third
actually
shift
live.
podcast.
We're actually live right now.
With our third shift podcast.
Okay, so
This is Nick. You're live.
if you guys wanted to get a few rooms to do that in, I would recommend talking to our sales manager. Unless you were looking to do
I don't
it,
want to
like,
talk.
right this second.
I don't think I want to talk to anybody but the person we're talking to right now.
Yeah, you sound like the perfect
I
individual for us to talk to about the situation we're having at hand.
All right.
So,
Okay, so basically...
yeah, go ahead with the shoes.
Right,
Tell her
right,
about
right,
the
right,
shoes
right,
first.
right.
Shoes first. That's key.
Yeah, the shoes first. Have you ever seen the, what is it, Men in Black? No, it's,
Back to the Future. Black to the
Back
Future.
to the Future. You ever seen Black to the Future?
Men in
It's a
Black in the
offshoot
Future.
Of, yeah, it's a porno based on...
No, I have not.
Okay.
Well, anyway, in that, they had these, the
Stars
Nikes,
Will Smith.
You know, they had the Nikes with the, self-lacing. Well, I bought into a few of those pairs, or one specifically, but I forgot to charge them, so I'm not going to be able to come in today.
Okay.
Right, so, I mean, I guess you'll have to take me off the schedule or what have you.
Okay.
Because my shoes won't lace up today. I forgot to charge them up last night, USB.
Yeah, and if not, they act like slippers, and it's actually illegal to drive with slippers in a car.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
And I'm riding his bike right now.
Yeah, so that's not going to be able to work out like that.
All right.
Now, also, we were spreading ass
So
about a
is there
couple.
another
No,
time you guys wanted to try
well,
something?
we were actually spreading ass about it, and we were thinking like maybe I don't know, like I don't know if we should.
About a couple other things.
I don't know if he should even come back. He thinks he might just want to quit.
Like, is it worth it? We're spreading ass about it. Is it worth it?
He's only got the one pair of shoes now. He's like he might try to work online. He barely can remember to charge the shoes. I got a Bluetooth headset. I can barely remember to charge that, much less my shoes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we traded in
We
all.
need to make a portable charger for you guys that you can just slap on there.
Yeah, well, we traded in all of our other shoes.
Weight. All right.
Now listen,
Or you should buy another pair of shoes.
well,
Charge
listen.
one,
We can't.
use the other.
We invested all our money into Bitcoin. Do you believe in Bitcoin
Or Ethereum.
or Ethereum?
I've never even heard of that.
It's
Do
like
you believe
it's
in
a
it?
third-party
Can't you just
currency,
believe for
and
us?
the more people believe in it, the more it's worth.
It's decentralized.
So if we can get more people to believe in it, then it actually goes up in value, and then maybe you can get a cut of that sometime. You can jump in on it now while you're getting believing.
If you could believe,
you get more people to believe, and you can gain a small gather, like a group of disciples around you that also believe, and then you and those disciple believers of Bitcoin can go around the neighborhood, and you can talk to other people, and you can try to convince them that Bitcoin is also worth something in value, so
and
that
every
maybe
time
then
you convince another one,
yes,
your Bitcoin goes up in value.
Your Bitcoin goes up in value, yes. So that way, when you die, you get to go where the Bitcoin Lord lets you go into Bitcoin heaven. But seriously, though, we just need you to believe in the Bitcoin, because the more people believe, the more value it has inherently. I mean, do you believe? Do you believe in the Bitcoin?
Oh, I will spread your Bitcoin.
Yes.
Could you spread
it. Spread ass about Bitcoin anywhere you go.
All right, I will let people know about this very phone call.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just spread ass about this. Let people know you were on the Third Shift podcast.
Turd shit. It's actually called the
podcast?
No. Turd shit podcast. It's just about poop.
Oh, okay.
Has anybody ever pooped in a potted plant in y'all's lobby? It was actually what we called about originally. Sorry about that tangent there.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know how.
Extremely disgusting.
I don't know how we got on that tangent just then, but really we just called to talk about potential poops. What about in the shower drains? Anybody ever push poop down with their toes?
Not that I know of, but I'm sure it's happened. I know that some people rent some of the larger rooms and plug the bathtub and try to see if in one weekend they can fill it up with vomit.
Oh, what? And then what do they do? Like play in it?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, is it like a sexual activity, or is that like a party trick? What the fuck?
Yeah, it might have been Birch
Like
Chili.
a party thing,
sure?
like they drink a whole bunch and then make themselves throw up.
Oh man!
But you sure it's not Birch Chili?
I bet they're looking. I bet their bodies are looking smoking hot after that, though, right, ladies?
We do a similar thing. We do a similar thing with vape, and we try to fill up a gape throughout the whole weekend.
Yeah.
We'll get someone to gape, and then we'll try to fill it up with vape.
Well, it's called a cloudy cavern or a foggy grotto, and that's actually a monster that just walked. There's actually a monster that just walked in the room, and he's breathing really heavy. I'm sorry. It's a big bear. Big Bear's here, man. Listen, Big Bear's
he gets
here.
tazzed up and he puts
Big
it in
Bear's
the
here and
wall.
he's a little tazzed. Yeah, sorry.
Sometimes he'll actually ejaculate in the wall. He's good at sealing it back up, though, and then you'll just never know. You just smell something weird all the time coming from inside the wall.
It's actually, he's Guatemalan and he comes drywall mud.
But it's stinky.
That sounds like an interesting party trick there.
You see,
not as interesting as the vomiting in the tub.
However,
not as interesting as vomiting in the tub. But go ahead, here you go. You tazzed them up.
Tell you what, you got me going, man. And tell you what, I usually only like to save this for the in-person treats, but for you, I'll give you a special over-the-phone presentation of my #1 American, widely known, European, internationally awarded
European International Championship. 20 years!
20 years I've been working on perfecting this trick, and you see what the trick is that my dick is the one that will pierce the heavens, and through your very walls I will pierce, and through this piercing the heavens will be released, and unto the world a second coming will be done, because I've already come once.
After all this has happened,
he comes twice.
We will pay for repairs.
The demons are released. He comes twice.
I'm sorry. He gets real tazzed.
They call me Two-Shot Steve.
I don't know about... Are you still there, ma'am? Are you with us?
Do
you still believe in the
Yes,
Bitcoin?
absolutely.
Do you still believe in the Bitcoin?
Totally.
All right. Well, listen, I'm just trying to proselytize, okay? And I want to tell you that Bitcoin will be worth more, and mining it is of value, and cashing it out is not going to be an issue with the IRS. Now, listen, ma'am. I also want you to go onto your computer and look up Bass Grifters and check it out. BASS, like a bass, like a bass bass, and Grifters, like a drifter with the G. And you go look that up, and proselytize to all of your disciples
If you just
of Bitcoin.
believe.
If you believe in your Bitcoin disciples and you go onto your Google and you type in base grifters with a G, you will find disciples willing to share your message of Bitcoin.
And then if you build it, man, more will come.
Oh boy, the spirit's in him. The spirit's in this one.
That's right. That's right. Ooh, I can just feel the spirit sister coming through me. I can feel them coming through me, and they're telling me to tell you. They're telling me to tell you.
Whoa. Macho Man, put the Bible down. Relax, brother.
Whoa now.
Whew. Sorry about that. I apologize. I want to apologize to you.
Sorry, man. The spirit just got to it.
First and foremost.
Spirit,
Jeez. You got neighbors, my friend. I think you got neighbors. I think he's got neighbors somewhere. Woo. Now listen, man. Now, do y'all have the charger for the shoes though? Because for real, these shoes are dead, and I can't walk nowhere without these motherfuckers.
No, we do not. I've actually never seen a pair of those.
Dude, Nike just dropped these junts.
Other than like commercials.
They're throwing everything back. Yeah, Nike just dropped these junts, man, and they're pretty, they're kind of shitty. I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't pump them up, and I can't remember to fucking charge them up. They can't repump themselves up. I bought this foot charger thing. It's like a scale you stand on. It looks like a scale, but it just charges your feet up like Samsung, but I can't get this junt to work either.
It's funny he can't ever remember to pump up his shoes, but he can remember pumping all that dick up his ass every night.
Actually, I can remember pumping my pee-pee.
That's the funny part.
Well, I always was. I was under the impression that if the bigger the thing you stick in your butt, the more it pushes and enlarges your penis out the front. But I guess that wasn't the case. Sorry.
Well,
you see, I also recently had some shoe problems.
Information.
I thought it was two types of like a balloon action there, and you just pushed air out on one side, and the air would fill in on the other end. But it just did not work. Okay, I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? A peep queef?
Everybody's got to learn somehow.
They call me Peef Queef. They call me Queef Chief. Chief Queef.
He's kind of antisocial.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm a little antisocial. A lot of people don't get along with me.
He just really doesn't like socialists.
You want to talk about that? Look, y'all got ghosts in there, man? I got a couple boys. We
have ghosts?
Yeah, well, I got a couple boys. I'm actually Zach Bacon.
You're Zach Bacon?
Zach Bacon. Yeah, I wear tight shirts.
Okay.
The deal is, we do ghost hunting for people. We're venturing.
About to hop off.
Whoa.
Channel.
Whoa.
Mike. Leaving it on.
Oh my god. All right, listen. I hate to tell you. I gotta tell you more about this some other time, but we have to go right now. There's that robot in here, and he said it was time to go. Robot Dad says time to go bye-bye. So if you want, go on Google. Go on Google and proselytize.
Channel. Mike.
Okay.
I can leave it on.
All right, Frodo, thanks for hanging out. It's Base Grifters if you want to check it out. Peace. Night-night.
All right, bye.
Dad says night-night.
I was going to try to leave it off.
Maybe she'll go check it out.
That'd be cool.
Seems to be enjoying that.
She could proselytize it for us.
Proselytize. Bye.
All right, well, I gotta hop off, man.
All right, brother. That was fun, man. That was a good time.
Was it playing for you? Because it doesn't play for me anymore.
What's that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, it was playing for me.
I couldn't. She didn't hear it.
Yeah, it scared the shit
because it
out of
doesn't
me.
play for me anymore sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, we heard it.
Well.
So you guys hear me when I do the muted thing? Like, you guys hear me mute myself?
No, it doesn't do it for me anymore. Maybe for them. I don't know.